for being here.
Hello.
It being on or about 7 p.m., the Foxborough Planning Board will come to order. Just as a announcement, everyone should know that this is a public meeting and there may be people who come in through Zoom or other ways.
And it's being recorded.
And it's being recorded. Thank you very much. So, action items, any minutes rather?
Planners report?
Planners report. Yeah. Glad to hear it.
So in the big news of this week, the Walnut Street project was approved on Tuesday afternoon by the zoning board. So that's 200 units. As I've mentioned before, we expect to go out to bid for the infrastructure, the signal, hopefully this summer. So the project is doing well. So the zoning board really worked hard. They met twice a month and really worked with us on getting this because of funding opportunities. So that's a big milestone. So stay tuned for that. 29 Wall Street, a couple of us were able to go over there about 2 weeks ago and take a walk around that project. Thought it was really well done, very well done. It seems to be an asset for the community, the amenities there and everything. It was nice, and looks like they have 1 out of 2 commercial tenants secured, and they have prospect on the second one. So that's great when you can get commercial space in this day and age rented. So that was great news. And just so you know, we will be presenting, the land use department, will be presenting to the select board on May 23rd. Every meeting, or most meetings, they have a department come in and kind of do a quick overview of their department. So our night is May 23rd, so I'll be doing that. And then I've also been asked to speak to I think it's called the Democratic Town Committee on June 12th. So I'll be doing that. And I think that's about it. Oh, and I'll be on vacation. As soon as I'm finished here, I'll be back on May 22nd. So.
Where you going?
Seattle. Well, north of Seattle, and then Vancouver Island and Victoria. So, kind of cool.
Beautiful time of year to be there.
Yeah, we're very excited. So.
Kid again? Yeah. Go to the garden?
Peter Pan.
Any minutes or no?
Active subdivision.
I'm sorry, active subdivision.
I don't have any.
We don't have any. No, I'm too tired to read. I was late.
You were not late. You were perfectly on time.
Now, are there any minutes?
I sent out the minutes this afternoon. Sorry I was late, but I was busy doing a 40B decision.
Okay.
So if everybody got a chance to read them, we can approve them. If not, save them.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
It being 7, well, no, we still have a little time for the public hearing, so anything else we need to talk about, or can we just move ahead?
Oh, boy. We got to start our public hearings, I guess, at 7:05 now. Well, no matter how we try it, we can't get this timing right. So we should talk. We have to filibuster
Okay, then.
till 7:15.
All right, then.
Anyone want to sing, juggle?
How's Jules?
She's
Oh, yeah, that's a good
Oh,
idea.
yeah.
So we can give an
It's not
update.
Instagram stuff, for your Instagram. Yep. LinkedIn stuff.
Update?
We can give an update on across the street, what was it, what's the number, 37 to 39 or 31 to 39 South Street, the blue building and the white building across from Roberts. As you know, Joe Lynch had the project to redevelop.
Sold it.
It was sold. So we met the new owner, well, a representative of the new company yesterday, and it sounds like they've worked in Foxborough before. They're an entity that tends to purchase and hold on to and manage properties, so they intend to do that. They're going to, they're working with the tenants there. They're going to be upgrading all, what did they say, electrical and all the systems, get everything up.
Tearing down.
Not tearing, oh, that's the big news. So they're not tearing down the 2 buildings. They're likely to tear down the duplex back on Market, but not yet. For right now, they're just working on getting those secured. And so they do things like they put in in-unit washers and dryers, and they try to bring it up to market standards. So
Does Joe still own the School Street lot?
He does not.
They bought that as
No,
well.
they
bought
did,
that
and they
as
do
well.
want to do something in the future. Right now, they're going to be, you know, for the near term, they're going to be busy dealing with the the 3 buildings really that they purchased. But ultimately, they do hope to put in additional units, probably tear down the duplex on Market and have it run from there up to School Street. So Kevin was in the meeting, Gabby, me, and we did convey, you know, that you know, how it looks is very important, the aesthetics, being on the common, all of that.
So going forward, what would be the status of the existing approved plan if it was just going to include potentially Market Street and School Street?
They'd have to reapply.
Because but Joe's thing was for like 52 units, and I won't.
No,
be-
right,
yeah.
right.
So they have to reapply. And they must be coming up close against the deadline, too. We'd have to look at that with the tolling. I'm sure they still have a little time, but, you know, now that we're getting farther away from that emergency period of where things tolled, we'll have to see. But either way, they'd have to come in with a new special permit.
Well, School Street was the best part of the plan.
Yep. Well, I know that's why they like this project, because it has the capability of additional potential. So they definitely plan on doing something. And we were very clear that the aesthetics of the building, and that the first proposal we saw was very not Foxborough, and that it only got approved after there was some consideration given. And so I think you got the message. And
And then he informed us that that they had previously bought the building on Pierce Street, you know, where Main Street ends, and you make the curve there, and that they've renovated that, and they filled it with new tenants. So,
Oh, the brick building.
yes, exactly, the brick building.
they were able to add washers and dryers in each of those units and upgrade them. And yeah. So.
Because I think they did septic over there, I believe.
They had didn't they say he just purchased it with a new septic, so they were
Was that what it
fortunate
was?
that
Yeah,
they
they
had.
had just done this new septic before they purchased it. They bought it about a year or a little longer ago.
So the good news is he has familiarity with Scott and Gil in the inspections department, and so now he's coming to us, and he's already talked to like Mark Forensic. So they seem to know what they're doing. So
Forensic must be like,
They're definitely happy. Yeah, those buildings are gonna stay.
yeah, I mean, we think it's kind of a win for the community. I mean, no one really wanted to see those old buildings down, and if they're going to invest in them and bring them up to a standard, you know, I did get a little concerned when he started talking about the windows and some of that, but you know, that's why I mentioned design review to make sure
Right.
you know, the building remains somewhat close to where it
historical?
is.
It's not historical, right?
It's 1901, but the Historical Commission probably considers it historical. Right.
But if there's not a plaque on it,
Well, anything over 75 now is, I mean, it's subject to
Automatically?
it's subject to delay. They can delay it 6 months.
6 months,
but
yeah.
the town doesn't have any resources for historic preservation, so you can delay it 6 months, but there's never going to be any money without some sort of funding.
Yeah, and then, you know, like he was telling us that, you know, that still has the original oil, you know, heating system that goes throughout the entire building, the hot water is made in that system, so it runs 24/7, you know, 365, and, you know, they're gonna replace that entire thing, and put gas into the building and update it. So, I mean, I think it'll be good if they can keep the look and make it a more modern thing interior, and then, you know.
well, there's a lot of potential there, there's no
Yeah.
question. Unfortunately, at that point, probably those tenants won't be
Some have already
there.
moved, he told us.
Have they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do a rental adjustment pretty quickly, so
Right.
their letters had already been sent out, and,
Is that right?
yeah. So but I mean, it sounds like they have a program where they work with some tenants too. This is something, you know, they've done a lot of work in Boston previously, so they're not new to this game. They've just moved out to the suburbs now, so it seemed like they had they're big enough that they have resources to deal with assisting their tenants in manner, you know, relocating and different things, so.
Right. He said they try to give them an incentive, like if they did like the smaller building there first, and
Yeah.
renovate that, then they might offer the people who are in the bigger building an opportunity to rent there at a discounted price, so they could get into there and redo those units. So, I mean, they seem like a very responsible company,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah.
In other news, you're invited, the planning board is invited to the pickleball ribbon cutting on May 23rd at 6 PM at Payson. So if you'd like to go see the pickleball ribbon cutting, It's very hot.
Kevin, you cannot play. Kevin's been injured, so.
Yeah, so I got.
You got injured in a pickleball
I
incident?
had pickleball, yeah.
He got injured playing pickleball.
Tore my Achilles tendon.
Pickles are slippery.
Ooh,
I didn't sever it, but I did tear it.
Marsha just started playing.
Marcia just started playing?
Yeah, she played with Bonnie yesterday.
I was gonna say Barney plays pickleball.
Yeah?
Tracy does not play pickleball.
Yeah. And this weekend, I believe there's a touch a truck at Payson. Not that this age group, where none of us are in that age group.
Truck.
Touch a truck. Sounds pretty cool.
I don't even know what that is.
Well, they bring out all the trucks, like the fire truck and
Yeah.
all the different
Kids
trucks.
can cross
But they
them.
even got like a FedEx truck this year. They have DPW trucks and like buses and different things.
Where's my grandson now?
I know. And then like the first hour, they do it for sensory issues. So like the first hour, no sirens or anything, so that any child who has a sensory issue, they could be there without being scared or upset. And then at 11, I believe, they go to normal, you know, so.
And they started fundraising for Founder's Day. That's June 10th.
Yep, Founder's Day is June 10th, and then there's a car show. I mean, I will say, one of the things I don't talk about often here is one of the big things I do is work with the Foxborough Common Business Collaborative. So we met this week, and there's quite a few things on the calendar coming up. The community is definitely energized. You know, we're getting into the farmers market again, and the concerts, and
I was driving around the common the other day and it was buzzing.
yeah.
It's just normal every day. There wasn't a major event, but there was a lot of activity and people
Yeah.
sitting on the common and walking and.
They're going to have the Fox in the Borough, I believe. I'm going off my memory there. I feel like it might be May 31st at the Orpheum. They're going to do like the first unveiling of the new foxes around town. So there's just a lot of excitement
Did you get one?
on all that.
Why do I know that?
Now we're trying to talk about, did you get a
Snowflake one.
fox? Are you involved in it?
Snowflake one, yeah. It's gonna be at the library.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
So, so there's a lot of excitement, and we've started to talk about murals. There's some new signage. I don't know if you noticed over by Shoveltown, we have some new crosswalk signs, because one of the big complaints has been that
Yes.
people don't cross, so we're using our, we had gotten some donations for the sign, but wayfinding signage. I don't know if you remember, Kevin, you contributed to that too. So thank you, because you guys helped. We bought the stanchions and all that, trying to get that. Now Bob Siteman reports that they still see people darting out there, but, you know, hopefully, I mean, you can't, there's nothing you can do. If you have signage up and people choose to go around it and still cross, there's just nothing we can do about that, but it seems like it's helping a bit, so.
I did see on the way over here tonight, though, that there were people parked on the sidewalk by the church.
Yes, I saw that as well.
Yes. Just 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago.
That's not usual, right? That's still, no,
No.
Yeah, there's probably half dozen cars there.
interesting. So that road's gonna
That is
get repaved and,
On, you know, on
recurbed,
the-
so that'll help.
Yeah.
2 more minutes.
Well,
Has anybody given any thought to summer schedules? Do we know whether we'll be traveling or anything over the summer during planning board meetings?
Can you remind us when they are again, Diana?
Thank you, Tracy, because I was like, no, I can't.
How far did I write? All right, 6/8, 6/22, 7/13, 7/27, and whatever the second. you did them all.
7, 13, 7, 20, what?
2.
27.
Oh, 27. Here you go.
Okay.
And August 10th.
Anybody? Ron, when do you go away?
First week of August, so it falls right in between the two.
Well planned, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Kevin, I believe you're absent the next meeting.
I am. I'll be in Colorado visiting my grandson.
When's the next meeting?
May 25th. That's my anniversary.
Diana's not gonna be here,
That's Independence Day in Argentina.
so Gabby's not gonna be here.
This is the agenda.
So what was that, August 10th?
August 10th.
August 10th.
So if you all could just review your calendars and let Diana know if you see a problem. And I don't know if everybody heard, but for those that weren't there, all our zoning articles did pass at town meeting Monday night. Hooray.
And it may be only coincidental, but the entity on East Belcher Road is clearing out his debris.
Oh, good.
I don't think it's coincidental.
No, I don't either. I noticed today that the one, the entrance right on the corner that.
7:15,
set
Kevin.
down
The original.
There's quite a bit
Checking
of
my
stuff
calendar,
out
make
there.
sure I think I'm here.
Just making sure.
So far, I'm good.
Time at 7:15. Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for being so prompt. So it being 7:15 PM, we have a public hearing, temporary parking lot renewal for 16 Washington Street. There's 16 Washington Street LLC. And 200 North, they're both on the same time?
Yeah, because we're trying to find a way to get around, sitting around for hours. So I would just
And
start
200 North
Mike's.
Street for Cal and Ellen Davis, but we'll take Mr. Stanton first.
Yes.
Yes.
No material changes. Thank you. Have a good evening.
We didn't vote to approve, dude.
Was that? You know, I don't like this separation. I usually like to get right up.
We'll come right.
Come on up.
You can come up.
Yeah.
There we go.
But I didn't hear what you said.
I said, it wasn't me, it was Ron who said that we haven't voted on it yet. So I know you said that there were no material changes, yada, yada, yada.
Gabby, he's in compliance with everything.
Yeah, I received a notice from Water and Sewer Commissioner, Board of Health, Fire, Conservation, DPW, Building, and Police for all of the lots, and all of the comments were no comments. So there's been no violations in the last 3 years. So that this applies to all of the lots.
And how long do they renew for again?
3 years.
It's a triannual meeting.
On a motion.
Sure.
Make a motion to, well, no, it's still the same public hearing, right?
Yeah, we have to do the.
Still have-
We have to do two. Yep. Make a motion to approve the temporary parking lot renewal for 16 Washington Street, 16 Washington Street LLC.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
See you in a few years.
Mr. Stanton, you may go now.
Thank you. It was good seeing you all the other night, too. Thank you. Of course.
We still have, okay.
I don't know, Cal, it's like,
Yeah, I would take it a different seat.
Is this where I get to object?
okay, public hearing continued for 200 North Street for Cal and Ellen Davis. Anything you need to inform us about?
No changes.
No changes, no additional bathrooms, no more spaces?
We did add an extra bathroom.
See, I can always count on you for an extra bathroom.
Bathrooms are important.
They are.
And no comment from all the groups, Gabby?
Right.
There we go.
Ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Make a motion to grant the temporary parking lot renewal, 200 North Street, Cal and Ellen Davis.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Cal, before we move to the next meeting, how is the theater, the production center working?
They're great neighbors.
Good.
Great neighbors.
Oh, yeah?
Well, that's great to
Yeah.
hear.
They came in, they did some landscaping, they took down some dead trees. They were courteous enough to come over and ask me, do you need anything done?
Yeah, they did the back fence.
And they're repairing the fences
They
and,
had lights that they set up, on the original plan, remember they showed how all the lights were gonna be downcast, which it was. But when they realized that the parking lot was so huge, they brought in those temporary lights that are on a tree. And of all the directions they could point it, we decided to point it towards our house. But I made a call and they turned them all on. So,
yeah.
Perfect.
How does the schedule work, or do they work on a schedule?
There is no set schedule. I think once they do a project, a set or something like that, then the whole area is abandoned until
Right.
the next
But
project
I have
comes along.
seen, like, that place absolutely packed a
Yeah.
few times.
And
I have to.
November it
And
was.
like today, they brought in a street sweeper, went through the whole area in back there, kept the dust down, and, you know, it's good. It's good to see them.
Very good.
It's good to hear.
Nice to see it busy again.
Yeah, and I hope
And it
the
look-
writer's strike doesn't slow them down.
I ran by it the other day. It looks great from
Yeah.
even the street side of it.
And apparently, they're gonna work on the signage next and, you know, go through some other changes, but I'm in favor of everything they're doing so far.
Very good to hear.
Excellent.
And it won't become a trucking terminal again, because we just down zone, so no more trucking terminals in Foxborough.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a good usage, what they're doing with it. They
Yeah,
fixed
that's
the
great.
building up and, you know, like I said, it looks good now.
Awesome.
So any of that stuff that they've been doing, has there been any like night shoots or anything like that?
No, not that we noticed. You know, they seem to be very well organized. When they bring in a big crew, they park, you know, they're not random all over the place. They've got parking lots that are designated for their employees. And I'm there all the time. I've never heard. So any of their construction that they must be doing has to be indoors.
Good.
So it's
Great.
turned out pretty good.
Thanks.
All right, good luck with the season.
Thank you.
Take care.
Motion to close the public hearing?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
It being 7:20 PM, we have a public hearing, temporary parking lot renewals for 2830 Pine Street for Alicia Santos and 105 Washington Street, Agnes Corp., America's Best Value Inn.
Come on, Alicia, you can come on up.
Good evening.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Good.
We just need you to state your name and address for the record.
Sure, it's Alicia Santos, and the property is 28 and 30 Pine Street, Foxborough, Mass.
So, Mr. Chairman, same thing here.
Yeah.
Renewal, no
No
complaint,
changes, no
concerns
material
or
changes to the
comments?
lot or any of the facilities at the lot, or
What was that, sir?
no material changes to the lot or the facilities at the lot or anything?
No, absolutely not.
And no comments from the
None.
various town? Ready?
Yeah, they've reviewed it and offered no comments.
I'll make a motion to approve the temporary parking lot renewal at 28 and 30 Pine Street, Alicia Santos.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
It's painless.
Thank you all.
Is that easy?
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you,
Yeah,
same
you
to you.
too.
Thanks for coming in.
And for 105 Washington Street, Agnes Corporation, America's Best Value Inn. Hello, how are you?
Good evening.
Hey, how are you?
Vic Patel, 105 Washington Street, Agnes Corp. So we have no changes as well from 2018.
Any motion?
I make a motion to approve the temporary parking lot renewal at 105 Washington Street, Agnes Corp., America's Best Value Inn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Do I hear a motion?
Thank you. Have a
to,
good night.
Close the public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. To wait a few minutes.
We're so speedy, we're ahead of ourselves.
So now we could add 3 to every 5-minute block.
That was really
It won't
smart
fit on
idea
the,
to do.
it won't fit on the agenda. Diana had to like work hard to get all of this in, formatted correctly to get it on one page. It's not easy doing an agenda, you know.
I guess not.
Do you know, would happen to know what the total number of non-stadium spaces we have are?
What?
The total number of satellite lot spaces, non-stadium.
Yeah. I
Yes. Yeah.
don't have that.
Just curious.
You mean temporary or not temporary? Because there's the ones that are paved too, so that's, we would only have in our office, the ones, like a Greg Spear one, that goes to the selectmen, not through us. Because we only take the unpaved ones,
Oh, is that right?
or the temporary.
Okay.
So anything that's
Okay.
paved just goes through licensing.
They're not legal anyway, so.
We could try to get that number from the selectman's office.
Well, I'm sure Dan Kranz knows it.
Where is, Gary and I went, where is this building, the next one?
95 Washington Street?
Where's that?
That's Mike Sags.
Got it. Is there a reason he's all by himself? Is there a reason he's all by himself?
No. I think he's
They
got,
just
it's
have to
kind of like
stagger.
2 lots, right? I think they kind of control 2. But no, there's no reason. It was just, somebody had to go alone.
Because there's 9. Next one will put 3 on. 1, 2, 3. No, you could have put MPS LLC.
94, 95, and 96 Washington Street altogether.
The missing ones for the stadium lots, the employee lots.
Are you comfortable doing
Oh, yeah, right.
We don't report, we don't
You're good to go.
Okay, it being 7:25 PM, we have public
Thank
hearing, temporary parking lot renewal for 95 Washington Street, Star Fox Realty Trust. Is there any representative here for that?
No, that's not you. No. I don't think so.
Oh, gee. Does that mean without any, we have no idea, they could have done anything then?
I don't believe, I mean, what was that, Bill Caspara's one? I don't believe they have any, you talked to Bill Caspara,
Yeah.
right? They haven't made any changes?
No, there's no changes proposed, so it's the
Is there a reason the owner did not show? Did he tell you?
no.
Okay.
I don't think it's as bad as you think. I mean, I think there are mitigating reasons why he's
not
not
here.
out and about.
Thank you, okay.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve the temporary parking lot renewal at 95 Washington Street, Star Fox Realty Trust.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, since we have an extra minute or two, I'm going to put Beth Wehrling on the hot seat. Just as a way of update, when we went out, this is about-
hot one over there.
we went out on a site visit a couple weeks ago for the expanded parking lots, in particular over near lot 44, I believe it was. There was the neighbors, Spellman neighbors, they met us out there and they expressed some concerns about where the chain link versus the stockade fence ended. They thought it was going to be more stockade. They also, as a side note, thought the basin would be smaller, and they were concerned about that. So in response to that, because they do plan on using these expanded lots for Taylor Swift, we asked them to expedite a quick as-built in that area. And Beth did provide, we haven't gotten the full as-built, but we got an interim, and I was hard pressed to read it, but I think I know what I was looking. So Beth, how are things looking when it comes to that fencing and everything?
So we plan to be substantially complete by tomorrow with all of our fencing, site construction. A few things that are still remaining are lighting, which should be done by Wednesday. We do have a site inspection with Lance Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. to review the lots and go over. He has received the partial as-built that we sent him. Any questions?
So in the partial as-built, was that, I mean,
The one that I sent
I know you explained it to me, but how's it looking fence, stockade versus chain link?
As it's supposed to be.
Okay.
And is
As
that what
approved.
the neighbors expected, or no?
Well, so the problem is, I think the neighbors, unfortunately, I think when they looked at the plan, what they had in their mind was there was going to be a lot more stockade, but what the plan showed was what is on the ground. So it might be a matter of, expectations that weren't met.
Gotcha.
But they have met the requirements of the plan. So that's what I just wanted to make sure that we weren't, there wasn't a mistake made. I didn't think there would be, but in that kind of thing, for sensitivity, it's just easier to make. And I figured Walsh Construction's a pretty reputable company. I figured they're not going to bother putting their fencing in the wrong place, and sure enough, they didn't. So next week we'll finalize that.
Okay.
I'll be out, so Gabby and Lance, but you guys could reach out to me. But I'm assuming, as long as everything's good, I'm assuming we'll all be fine with them using those lots. I mean, they're using them anyway, let's be real, so. But luckily, they're in compliance, so.
Thank you very much.
You got 2 minutes.
I have to sit in the back for 5 more minutes.
Yeah, is everybody ready for this Taylor Swift phenomenon? I happen to be I think I'm on Swift TikTok.
Yeah, me too.
somehow. It is a cultural,
it's nuts.
it's going to be insane in this town for 3 days.
If I knew how amazing it was going to be, I would have gotten tickets.
I know,
I
same.
love how she dives into the stage.
I know. It's pretty phenomenal watching the everything.
What happened with the traffic for Monster Jam?
Why, did something happen?
I heard the center of town 140 was up.
Gabby was in it.
I was stuck in it.
She went to the movies.
Really?
Gabby, that probably wasn't the best idea. What,
You know, I don't live in Foxborough anymore, so I don't think Foxborough anymore. So I bought tickets to the movies. I was surprised that there were tickets available the same day, and then we got stuck in traffic.
So they got stuck in traffic on the way there, and then, of course, they happened to get out right when the Monster Jam got out, so they got stuck. So they had to stay for the bar. They stayed
at the bar.
Well, that's a sacrifice you have to make.
But what happened, Carrie, I think, is that it ended up being a massive turnout, something like 50,000 people. They said they've never sold third-level seats there. Also, when you have a bunch of people, like games are obvious because everybody knows where to park.
Right.
New events, and it seems like the first event is always the worst event. So.
Yeah, it was last year, too.
But we are all cautiously watching the traffic patterns this season. Obviously, it's going to be more when the games, but everybody is, I know police and fire and admin and the crafts have been working hard on their traffic management plan.
The police are ready for Taylor Swift.
As ready as they'll ever, yeah, they've been working hard.
I heard from a manager of one of the restaurants, which Chestnut Green, and he was complaining that people were tied up so much in traffic that they called and canceled their takeout orders. We can't.
Can't get
The
there.
food's sitting there, and they just couldn't get there. They turned around and left.
Yeah.
All at night. It's 12 o'clock at night.
On Monster Jam?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think anybody expected that. That's not normal for Monster Jam, so
I didn't know if they changed the traffic pattern.
I don't think so, but I'm not certain of that.
Surprising, North Street wasn't backed up.
No.
Last
Really?
year, at 30,000, we had a lot of traffic, but this year, North Street wasn't backed up at all.
Interesting.
Everybody went to Walpole. That's where we were stuck. The back roads of Walpole. We did get to see the stockade fence, the new stockade fence.
Okay.
Did you like it?
It was
I
great.
didn't drive over it today.
Being on or about 7:30 PM, we have public hearing temporary parking lot renewals for 96 Washington Street, VH Patel LLC, doing business as the Red Fox Motel, and 94 Washington Street, BRH Park LLC. Gentlemen, how are we?
Good evening, good to see you. everybody.
How are you?
Good.
Good.
So no changes?
Nothing, no. It's not 15 years.
Are you here for both or just one?
Just one.
Okay.
Just 96.
Ready?
96, yeah.
Make a motion to approve the temporary parking lot renewal, 96 Washington Street, VH Patel LLC, doing business as Red Fox Motel.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thanks for seeing us.
Thanks, it was good seeing you.
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you. Good night, sir.
Good night.
And 94 Washington Street. Anybody here for that?
Doesn't look like it. What is Mr. Holmes? Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, Mr. Holmes is not here.
Oh, Mr.
So I would
Holmes.
suggest approving it, and we could just put a condition that it's no material changes, that it's the same, something like that. Pretty much everybody comes in with the exact same thing. It doesn't take the same plan.
Okay.
He
He literally
comes to our office and copies the plan from the last time.
Excellent.
Hey, we have a good story, we have a good filing system, we know where it is.
This plan is from 2006.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna make a motion to approve the temporary parking lot renewal at 94 Washington Street, BRH Park LLC, with the condition that there has been no substantial changes.
Can I interrupt for a second? This application, they have not submitted the payment for the Sun Chronicle, so I would
Okay.
like to request that.
It's a condition.
Yes.
Contingent upon payment.
Contingent upon
That
payment.
the approval be issued contingent upon the payment.
And contingent upon the payment to the Sun Chronicle.
Yes, thank you.
Second.
Or does that go through you?
Yeah, it goes through us, yeah.
Is there a second?
I did, Gary did.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, Brian R. Holmes.
All right, 2 minutes.
You gotta close that.
Oh,
Oh, make a motion to close the public hearing?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You're so efficient.
Beth, you might as well come on up. Get us ready. Do you know why Dan called me early? I just noticed I missed a call from him.
He took a day off last week.
Friday, yeah.
It was funny, him and I were playing phone tag on something, and I called, and I left a message, and then I sent an email, and I got an out-of-office reply. I was like, so when I talked to him on Monday, I was like, are you okay? Like, it was my granddaughter's 3rd birthday.
Oh, those grandkids. Congratulations on your daughter and her master's.
Thank you. She was hooded on Thursday, graduated on Saturday, and went to work on Monday.
Oh,
Couldn't even comment
that's the
though,
best part,
because,
right?
You know, I'm not in sync with her, so I couldn't say nice things directly to her.
Oh. Is she staying down there or is she coming back?
She's staying down.
Is she?
Yeah, I was kind of afraid the boyfriend was going to pull me aside and ask for permission. Thankfully, he didn't. I love him, but they're too young.
It would have been a no.
No, it would have been a yes, but it would have been like, can you wait a little while? He's 28, so. Yep, she's staying.
Still too young. My son graduates tomorrow night with his master's, so.
Yay! Are you going to be there?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I
It's
thought
at
you were
Gillette.
leaving.
Yes.
No, it's at Gillette. No, I don't leave till Sunday.
Okay, that's awesome.
That's Gillette, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're good.
It being on about
35.
7:35 PM. We have public hearing for temporary parking lot renewal 119 Washington Street and 108 Washington Street, NPS LLC. Hi, Beth.
Hi, how are you?
Terrific.
Good. So no changes. Everything's operating as it has in the past. So.
Make a motion to approve the temporary parking lot renewal at 119 Washington Street and 108 Washington Street, NPS LLC.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye. Make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye. Make a motion to adjourn.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Wow. I really want to get down to Washington.